All right, what about now? Is it updated? Get away. All right, Stitch, is it better now? The app should be updated now. Yeah, I'm anti-abortion, yes. But the app should be updated now. I don't know why, so none of you can complain now. Is it better now? Is it better now? I had to delete the app and then re-download it. It should be updated now. I'm not sure what that means. I don't see you liking the live, Mr. Stitch. Not everybody should be able to see their boxes. I deleted the app. I reinstalled it, so everybody should be able to see now. Jordan, hello. How you doing? Azriel Debates, how you doing? Kate, how you doing? So I finally updated the app. I'll let people up to the panel once we get to a certain amount of likes to get the algorithm going. I'm hearing there's not getting any traction because it's like an older model of the app. So now it's fully updated. I think it's fully updated. So now everybody should be able to see their boxes once they join the panel. That is a common complaint I've been getting in my lives. So I've been getting that as a complaint very often. How you doing? Mr. Man, the intellectual titan himself.
What's up, buddy?
Hi. I think I finally updated the app. Can you see? Can you see your panel in the box?
It just looks black to me,
Again?
like a completely black square.
I thought I updated it. When
Maybe I need to update.
maybe because I deleted it and when I re-downloaded it, should have automatically updated.
Or I have to re-download it?
Maybe.
Ugh. I'm not going to go through all that. Wait, now it doesn't show my picture, but it shows my name.
That's weird.
So I keep getting these videos on my feed of, the dudes that like pose as like 14-year-old boys and lure P3DOs to meet them.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I keep watching this and they keep saying that they're doing this on some app called Grindr.
That's like a dating app.
So now, don't they have age restrictions on that?
I think they do, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think they do.
But it's like every one of these creeps they catch, they're screaming, "He was trying to meet a 14-year-old on Grindr." I don't know. Shouldn't they be shutting down these apps if they're doing this?
All of them. Shut down all of them. All
Yeah.
of them. Every single one of them. Shut them down. Shut them all down.
I agree.
What are you eating?
I'm eating a Twix ice cream bar.
Oh, that's awesome. That's nice.
Yeah, it's delicious. And a hot chocolate.
Nice. Very nice.
It's my dessert.
Wait, since you asked me to delete the app and re-download, are there any issues now? Stitch has been quiet the entire time. I think it was because of the tipping prompt that made it crash out. Mr. Stitch.
Well, I'm going to play some Warzone. I'll be back on later.
Warzone? Oh no. On what system?
PlayStation.
Oh, you could add me.
Oh, you play it? You play Resurgence?
Okay, maybe not Resurgence specifically, but I have Warzone every now and then. It's definitely better than Fortnite, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, all I really play is Warzone, and every once in a while I'll turn Skyrim back on just for nostalgia.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
I see.
Just to see my wife, Lydia. Gotta visit her every now and then.
Okay. Warzone.
I'll be back.
I should do a prompt, okay. Nate, what's your age? What's your stance?
Yeah, I'm 21, and I just came up here to just talk to you, see what your stance was. It was based on what the thing, it says, I protect the voiceless, I'm against the unintentional unaliving of the unborn, I make no exceptions.
Yeah.
These are about discussions, not winning debates. So I was just wondering why you hold that or why you think that.
I think what?
Yeah, what's your rationale in which you believe that?
I find it immoral to unalive these amoral or slash innocent beings unjustly.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is more just like when you're saying amoral or innocent, like is an amoral creature innocent? Like I don't.
No, like amoral or innocent, like not guilty of an immoral action.
Well,
Some
but
people
can
would
it?
say some people would
Hold on.
say it's not necessarily innocent
Yeah,
because
that's what I was thinking.
yeah, but I would say amoral at that point.
Yeah. Okay. I was just confused. Like when I'm saying innocent, I think like you would have the choice to do wrong or right, and you wouldn't do wrong. But so again, why is that something that you think is true?
What do you mean? Think what is true?
That you shouldn't be unaliving these amoral creatures.
These beings, right? It would go against their like flourishing, right? It would go against their let's say like their purpose. I mean, their yes, their flourishing. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, why is it wrong to like go against something's flourishing?
Yes, to be
Like,
frustrating is interest in harming this being.
but can there be a justification for doing that?
Oh, like I said, if this being, right, it's like an immoral agent, or be like a self defense, like there's like a threshold for self defense, then yes.
Yeah, but I'm just asking, is there any justification in which you can frustrate
Yeah,
something's well-being? Okay.
yeah.
So I guess I would just say, how would you think that is a necessary or, yeah, I guess necessary thing that you would believe to be true? Like why do you think it's wrong to frustrate something's well-being or interests?
As you would be harming it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just say like how would you draw that comparison? Like what's your definition of harm?
Any physical damage or negative mental state.
So like a physical damage, so like damage to like a rock, or would that be harm?
Yeah, so to an organism, for example, I would say like unaliving it would be a form of harm. Yes.
No, like I'm talking about like if I punch a table, did I do harm to the table?
I guess in a very like um morally, I mean, not really relevant way, but I guess by like the dictionary definition, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would just find that to be kind of, I guess, like unintuitive for to like most people. Like I feel like harm, there's a necessary prerequisition like that would need to be there for you to say would be harm. But I guess I would just say then why would it be wrong to like harm something using your definition?
Not in all cases. It's just a type of being that's being harmed.
Yeah, so again, you're saying it like harms the fetus, and I'm just asking like why is it wrong to harm a fetus?
As I was stating, it'd be frustrating its interest and preventing it from flourishing.
Yeah, so like again, like you said, an abortion frustrates an interest, and I said why is it wrong to frustrate an interest? Because it does harm, and then why is it wrong to do
Yeah, it
harm?
can't accomplish. For example, it won't be able to actualize its rationality and reach its potential in the future, which is why it'd be wrong to do this action.
Why is it wrong to stop something from becoming a higher rational being or progressing in a biological state?
As I stated, you'd be frustrating its interest.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to see why is that wrong to frustrate something's interests. I think it's a very blanket statement that I'm just like I feel like I can't see that in the real world, so I'm just trying to understand where it's coming from.
What do you mean, like, see that in real world? What do you mean?
Like because we already said that you can like harm a rock on some
Well, I
fundamental
mean, I
level.
guess like the dictionary definition, I don't really value rocks. So, like, when I mean really harm, it seems to be that this would be organisms you could be harming, or a negative state, for example.
Sure. So again, like what would be the difference between a rock and a fetus? What
Oh, the
quality?
the types of beings they are. One of them's like an inanimate object. That's, I mean, it's kind of stuck
Sure.
in that
So
path.
why? So why does something's type of being? Why does the type of being matter?
Oh, it's the value of the thing. Um, for example, it's the type of harm, like the flourishing of this being. Like, I don't think a rock would be able to flourish.
I mean, sure, but again, it's just a very blanket term. What do you mean by flourish?
Yes, improve, like, it sustain itself and like live, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like again, like it's very ambiguous and non-nuanced terms where it's just like I'm not exactly sure what we're trying to like nail down here. Like, I guess when I'm like in the fetus, what qualities does it represent? Or what qualities, if absent, where you wouldn't be able to frustrate its interests?
Well, obviously, if it's dead, you wouldn't be able to frustrate
So
anything.
a living is a necessary condition for something to be a frustrating, for it to be frustrated.
Yes, I don't see how corpses could have interest.
Okay, perfect. So, for example, like unicellular organisms, for example, like bacteria on our teeth,
Yeah.
would brushing our teeth and unaliving these living things be frustrating their interests and therefore immoral?
No, I mean you would be frustrating their interest, but like I said, it's the type of being um that's in
Sure.
question.
So what's different about the type of being of a unicellular bacteria and a fetus who's like 1 day old?
Yeah, this being obviously has the ontology to develop rationality and well, not necessarily. I wouldn't say necessarily sentience, but rationality and reason, which would separate, which is what basically the characteristic I would say separate humans from other organisms. That's what I would say.
Yeah, so I guess I would just say, why does higher rationale in the case of human beings, not just the actualization of that, but the first order capacity of that, give it its moral value?
Yes, this characteristic would be able to grant moral value to other beings, right? Um, this is the reason why we're even having this conversation. This is why this characteristic would seem to be necessary for this. I wouldn't say necessarily you would be valuing it necessarily, but it would be harm. It would be wrong to harm this being from achieving this too.
Sure. So let's say we have a person born into a persistent vegetative state in which they're they they're conscious, they have sentience, but they have no possibility of higher rationale. So that's like generally what a persistent vegetative state, people who are in them, that's what they would be undergoing. Would you say, since they can't fulfill, they have no capacity to fulfill, that they would just be what? What would they be?
They would still be protected because, like I said, it is dependent on the type of being. So even that, though that individual human may not achieve this, the ontology of humans as a whole would still. That's why they would be protected.
Yeah, so I guess it's has nothing to do with the ability actually of higher rationale.
I didn't
It's
say the
just
ability. I said the ontology, not the ability.
yeah, I understand that, but it has nothing to do with higher rationale then, and it has everything to do with the type of being.
Yes.
Because even if you cannot obtain that quality, just you being the type of being gives you that moral value. So what about the type of being gives it the moral value?
Wait. Like I said, it's the type of thing, right? That like first off, like it's the type of thing that has these qualities. It doesn't have to be actualized. Like for example, if a newborn, for example, was stuck as a newborn for its entire life, it would still think it should be protected, right? So that's
Sure,
why
but there's so many other reasons for that besides yours. I'm saying if something's born into a persistent vegetative state in which there's no possibility of that, in which they were born into it, so from when they were conceived, why does them being part of a species in which a commonality trait would be higher rationale, why does that give it moral value, even though if it never actually actualizes on those conditions?
it doesn't need to be actualized as a
Yeah, I'm
thing.
saying why.
What's your question?
I'm just asking why.
Like I said, this type of thing, right? It would be frustrating this being's ontological nature to achieve this, even though it may never actualize it. This is still a characteristic that should be protected.
Yeah, so for something like that's in a persistent vegetative state, how could you be frustrating their interest, like an ontological state, to become rational if there's no possibility of them becoming rational?
Well,
I think that's
obvious.
kind of incoherent.
Well, that's not just the rationality. Obviously, this being like obviously this being would still be alive. It obviously wouldn't be dead. So there are just other types of interests it would have.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to figure out is what is it about human beings or other interests, if it's not just higher rationale, that would give the moral value, and not actually the actualization, but just the, I don't know, inherent nature of the being or the
Well,
group.
that's the characteristic that would separate. It seems, unless there's like another other species that has this, it's not exclusive. It's not sufficient. It's not necessary to humans. So, like, if there was
Okay,
another
perfect.
species that had this, yes.
So you would hold your view to be consistent with all living things, correct?
If it had these characteristics, yeah.
Well, what characteristics?
Reason and logic. If it could have these moral decisions, obviously. If it had these, if there was another species that, of course, had this characteristic, then yeah, I think it should be protected.
So again, the qualities don't ever have to be actualized. So why is it in the case of it just being part of a group, give it that?
He's already answered this, though.
It's
No,
based on the
he
ontology.
hasn't though. He just rephrased the
Yes, he
question.
is, because it's within the biological continuity to achieve this, right?
Yeah,
So,
but you will
like,
never achieve it.
it doesn't matter.
So why does
His
it?
argument, hang on, his argument isn't that you have to achieve it, so it
I
doesn't
understand.
matter. So you asking that question just is irrelevant.
No,
He's
I'm
saying that
asking
it's
him
still within.
specifically why that's
Listen,
true.
listen, hang on. Listen to what we're saying.
hmm
He's saying that it's within the biological interest because it's within its continuity to achieve this.
hmm
Okay, so it doesn't have to actualize. So you asking
Yep.
questions of actualization is irrelevant.
I'm not asking about actualization. I'm saying
That's literally
why
what
does
you're
it give it
asking.
value in the scenario where it doesn't actualize? Why is it the case that just being in its biological continuity give it value? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, yeah. Again, the answer is gonna be the same, right? It's because this is the thing that we're gonna hold to like a moral proposition that provides value.
So again, I'm going to ask, why does that have value? Why does
Right,
the
because it leads
biological
because it
continuity
leads
of
to
a
logic
being?
and reasoning and understanding beyond other species, and it actually dichotomizes our species from other species.
Again, though, what specifically? How would you
We're gonna answer
ground the
these. If you're just
claim?
gonna keep asking it over and over again, we're gonna provide the same answer. Okay, so we already established what this is. It's going to be higher rationale, which is going to be it's going to be indexed to logic and reasoning and moral decisions. These are things that are going to be exclusive to our species that are going to dichotomize our species from other species.
Right.
So again, why does having the biological continuity to be rational give you moral value?
Because it remains the same species over time, and any frustration of the species during any given point in time will lead to the frustration of this, component that economizes us from other species.
So again, why would it be wrong to frustrate the interests of a
Right, we
being?
can just go through a reduction of logic. Any frustration on things that I'm entitled to because it's within my threshold or within my ontology to have it. I would just say that this is just deemed to be by the nature. We can go into either um, God, or we can use a secularist viewpoint. It's just gonna be the case that we can observe some sort of like either harm theory or like it going against the morals of God.
Yeah, I guess I would just want to go down that path if it's not actually to do with the actualization, but rather with the being's biological continuity. I don't understand why biological continuity gives it moral value
Because it
rather than
remains the same
actualization.
being over time, right?
hmm
And because it's the same being over time, at the end of its conclusion, it retains the things that we value, which is going
hmm
to be the dichotomies between the species.
But again, there's there's still a possibility it will never become the thing we value,
It
correct?
doesn't
We're not
need to.
arguing on possibilities, moron. We're asking
I'm
about
asking
the
you a question. You don't
continuity.
need to call me a moron. I'm asking you a
Okay,
question.
yes, I'm gonna call you a moron because I keep having to repeat myself. We're not talking about possibilities. We're talking about just being within its continuity. Even if it never achieves this, it's still within its continuity.
So again, why does the continuity itself?
I've already answered this.
I mean, okay. I feel like you say we could go down this path and then just don't go down that path.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I've gone down this path and I've answered your question. Like, are you not listening? I've
Yeah.
literally
Again,
answered
so
this
can you please
question.
ground it in either God or a secular argument, please?
I've already did. I used harm theory, which is going to be deprivation. Okay. So,
Can you just
what other
you
argument
can't
do
just say
you want?
deprivation? Can you explain specifically how it correlates?
Deprivation isn't a harm theory.
Yes, I'm asking you to explain how it regards
To
your
what?
argument.
What? Wait. So let me ask you.
I'm
Right?
waiting.
Let me ask you. We're gonna test this idea that like because you're negating that deprivation is a harm theory, correct?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I want you to correlate it to your argument. Lay it out
Okay, I've already
sequentially.
did. You want me to say my argument again?
Sure.
Okay, so very simple, right? If you have a pencil and I take your pencil away, I'm depriving you of having your pencil. The same way, right? That if I was to, in the future, be able to get $1 million, and then someone came up to this knowledge of me being able to get $1 million in the future, and they came and robbed me of that opportunity, it would be deprivation.
So, for example, if you were unalived at like 2 years old before you got the $1 million when you were 50, you were deprived of $1 million?
Yes. That's an kind of harm, yes. And if the person did it with the intention, so I wouldn't get the $1 million, that would be deprivational harm.
Yeah, so why would it be wrong to do that? Why would deprivational harm be wrong?
So we can just go through a reduction of logic. Do you believe that you retain like property rights?
Do I retain property rights? Not necessarily.
Right. So like when would it be appropriate for someone to infringe on your property?
On my what I just said, I wouldn't necessarily agree you would have property
Well,
rights.
that's what I'm asking you. You're saying you don't agree, so I'm asking you when would it be appropriate for someone to infringe on your property if you never retain property? So when would it be appropriate?
Yeah, again, if I don't have property, you can't infringe on my property.
Okay, so what if do you think you own your body?
Do you think you own your body?
I'm asking you that question.
Yeah, I guess I would need to think
Okay, so
about
then
that.
you
Like,
do have property, moron. So again, when would it be appropriate for for someone to violate that property?
I don't know. When? I don't
Well,
know.
it would be never, right? Like you wouldn't agree to this. You wouldn't be that,
Well,
ridiculous to
I
agree to
mean, I feel
this.
like you could just say if there's a justified reason, but
Guys,
Is there ever a justified
so
reason?
you know,
Wait.
in American
We're
I
not
don't
culture,
know.
talking about
Someone
there's
could
a
come
law
justified
up with
reasons.
probably a
from
But we're not
proposal
government.
talking
to
about,
say,
hang on, Richard. We're not talking about justified reasons, right? What we're talking about is whether or not someone can intentionally deprive you of something. When you are deprived of something, it doesn't mean that it would therefore signal that it's not justified because it's deprivational. Okay? Do you know what deprivational means?
Are we still
So
talking about abortion or what's going on
Yes,
here?
we
Yes.
are. Please
I'm like
stop.
getting so confused.
Yes,
Yes.
we are. Yes, we are.
Rich Bro's running around in circles about the conversation.
Richard,
Seriously.
please. Okay, well, I don't know why the two nematodes decided to come up and try and like.
We're bored.
Okay, troglodytic specimen, just stay
Yeah,
on mute.
Chris, I completely
Nate,
agree
please
too.
respond, please.
"What's up?" I don't even know what you asked. What am I
Okay,
responding
well,
to?
if you're not gonna like track the conversation, why are you up here?
You talked about 4 different things and then started talking to someone else. I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
what you
because you don't
asked.
understand the fundamentals of anything. You don't even know what deprivational harm is.
Deprivational harm. I mean, I know what deprivation and I know what harm are, but maybe if you want to use a
Yeah, what
different
is
idiosyncratic
deprivational? So you
definition
don't
of
even know what we're
deprivational
talking
harm,
about. So
I
so
might
you
not
don't
know what you're referring to.
wait. So you don't know what we're talking about, and you try to critique it. Like, are you insane?
What? I'm saying if you're using an idiosyncratic
Holy shit!
definition of deprivational harm, I know what deprivation and
Holy
harm
shit,
are.
bro. That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
insane, bro.
Oh, okay. You're welcome to your
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. No, it's not an opinion. It's a fact. The fact that you came up here trying to critique it, but you don't even know what it is,
So I didn't
signifies
really
your
come
like
up here to
intellect.
critique it. You kind of guided us down this path.
Okay, well, thank you. So, anyways, Richard, go ahead. Richard, go ahead. You wanted to speak. Go ahead.
Do you know how to unmute? What is your stance?
Oh yeah, pro-choice. And Stitch. Does your pro-choice stance stop
I'm
within
not
the borders of the
pro-choice.
United States of America?
I'm not pro-choice.
What are you?
Pro-life.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question.
So you,
Okay, for
because
check,
I'm not
Richard's about to derail this entire conversation.
because I'm not
Talked to him
pro-choice,
last night.
moron. Hang on, because I'm not pro-choice, moron.
So does your pro-choice or pro-life stance stop in the borders within the USA?
No.
So you believe all babies are valuable?
What do you mean by valuable? I believe every baby needs to be protected.
So you feel about all the babies need to be protected in all of the world?
Do I need to repeat it? Yes.
So why do you let your government bomb babies in different countries?
Yeah, news.
Or why do you not?
Bro, this is like so moronic. So why do you have
It's
a
not
phone?
moronic.
Why
Why
do you have a
Why would
phone?
you even say
Word
that?
moron.
Why do you have
You
a
say
phone?
moron at least 10 times the fucking sentence.
Okay, that's wonderful name. Why do you have a phone then?
So you don't really believe it then?
Why do you have a phone? I'm asking you why you have a phone. You're
So
against slavery, right?
do you believe all
You're
babies are
against
intrinsically
slavery?
valuable
Okay,
then?
so you're not going to engage.
You're not engaging with me. You're too
Yeah, I
scared.
am
You don't
engaging.
want to
I'm
answer
asking
it.
you. I'm asking you.
You don't want to answer it, brother. Say it.
Are you against slavery?
That's not part of the.
That is
Answer
part
the
of the conversation.
question.
Are you against slavery? Yes or no?
That's not even what we're talking about.
Yes
Just
or
answer
no?
the
Are you
question.
against?
You literally ask you a question.
You can play the games. I can play the same games. Why are you against slavery?
Are,
Yes or no?
are we debating slavery or
Hello.
pro-life,
He's literally
pro-choice?
asking you. You do realize how phones are made, right? You do realize how phones are made, right? You're asking him, oh, you support your government blowing up children around the world. You do realize how phones are made, right?
Who's talking?
The host.
Oh yeah, I know.
How?
Through exploitative capitalist measures.
Yeah. So why are you using a phone?
Because we use technology. Wait, so are we debating pro-life, pro-choice, or no?
Wait a minute. You literally asked him a
Right.
question. You literally asked him a red herring, and then when he responds, we
Define
ask
red
you the
herring.
same. Yes, it's obviously a
Define red
distraction.
herring.
It's a
Define red
distraction away
herring.
from the topic, right?
That's not a distraction.
Yes.
That's
Yes, it
we're literally
is.
talking about pro-life,
No, it's
pro-choice.
a distraction because it's not related to the topic.
I just want to know how deep his conviction is about being pro-life.
It's a distraction. It's
Because he's not
related to the
defending it.
topic.
He's
You
not
don't know
defending
his
it.
stance. You don't know his
He's not
stance.
really pro-life.
No,
He's so remedial.
He's pro
Pro-life
what's
is what's
convenient.
important.
It's a distraction. You don't know his stance on the government. He never given you.
He's so remedial. He's dumb.
I already knew what his stance
I
was.
can't
No.
control the government, but you can control what phones you buy, and the fact that you
Hey, Stitch
buy
Bro
phones.
6, are
control the
you
government.
Shut
pro-life?
up. The fact
you
that
go
you
out
buy
and
Fuck
phones,
you.
right? No, thank you. Like what? Anyways, the fact that you are able to control you buying a phone and I'm not able to control the government says more about your actions and not mine. You won.
I mean, you can not use technology. I mean, you can live like the Amish do. You don't have to use a phone. But you're fine with exploiting people to get what you want. Why don't you just live like the Amish?
I can't control the government, but he can control him buying a phone. But somehow I'm more culpable than he is. Make that make sense?
To be fair, when I lived in Maryland, the Amish were actually driven to their places of business by non-Amish people to bypass their religious reasons. So they do exploit people, just so you know.
Maybe not all of them, but some, I guess.
Anyone that's working in a business and need a lift.
Mom.
What was that, Spicy?
Spicy, say something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say something, but I low-key forgot. My bad.
Yeah. When I
What
was
you mean
living
by
in
the
Maryland,
Amish?
there was a lot of Amish businesses. They had electricity. They cooked food. You know, it was all powered. And the way that they get around it is they just have non-Amish people handle all of the switches and drive all the cars. And Kind of funny.
All right, wait. Highest Joe wants to talk to Richard. Oh, he dropped. Never mind.
He left.
He left. He's scared.
Yeah. How you doing, Who Dis? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Hey, I'm on your side, bro. I was curious in talking to one of the ops, but I don't think he's here anymore.
Yeah, not any right now, but appreciate the work you do in your lives.
Mendoza. Hey, Mendoza.
All right, any
Sorry,
other
I don't know if
rappers?
it's you or me, but it's breaking up. Thanks for talking about it.
Of course. Now I updated the app supposedly, so I don't think we should have any problems. Any other opposition? How you doing, Riley? How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing fine.
I'm sorry I've ignored your requests.
It's all right. I invite a lot of people. It's fine. But glad you can join.
Yeah, it's fine for me now. I reported you guys. Have fun. Adios, muchachos. Reported.
Reported
I
for
thought
what?
they were pro-life, but okay.
That's so funny. Reported for what? That's weird.
Her feelings got hurt. That's why.
Well, my feelings didn't get hurt when I reported Parker's accounts and took both of them down. It was awesome.
Wait, Parker, like the Parker?
Yeah.
The Parker. I've removed both of his accounts. Yeah. Mhm.
That's honestly an honor.
I know. I was shocked when it happened the first time. And then today I came up on his second smaller account and I said, dude, why aren't you debating on your main account? And he said, oh, because one of the ops came up and started saying bad things and I got reported. I'm like, that's not true because I'm the one that reported you and I know why you got the violation. You got the violation for lying and saying that Republicans are voting for a P3DO and a grapist, and you use the actual words. And he's like, oh, I use that word all the time. Watch, I'll do it again. I'm like, dude, don't. You're going to get your life taken out. And he did. And then I reported him, and his second account's gone.
We should get you a plaque for that.
Yeah.
I know, man. That's like.
Is Abby pro-choice?
Oh, and then he had his fan base has totally reported me, and of course I appealed, and no violations.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It was awesome.
What about the picture is misleading? Someone says in the comments that the picture is Oh, she's up here.
They're very confused.
Yeah.
All right. What's your age? What's your stance?
I'm 18, pro-choice. I think I was actually up here before because I recognize Abby.
I don't think Abby's been here before, but okay, Spicy can talk.
Well, then we've different lives. My bad.
IE versus Y, you know.
Yeah, IE's better, low-key, sorry.
Why are you pro-choice?
Why?
We'll find out.
Wait, is Abby also pro-choice or pro-life?
I think she's pro-life. Are you pro-choice?
Yeah, I'm pro-choice.
Why are you pro-choice?
I don't give moral consideration to a non-sentient being.
Okay.
That's gonna hurt.
When is your cutoff?
Probably 20 weeks.
That's sentience, Spicy.
Okay, and I know. And what is sentience to you? Like, what do you take sentience to be?
The capacity to thoughts and feelings. Or to have, sorry. I don't know why I left that part out.
The capacity to have thoughts or feelings. Okay.
Higher thinking, whatever.
What if we have an individual that doesn't have high rationale, or, you know, what you would consider to be sentience, like a freshly newborn or something? Let's say a mother gave birth, and her newborn was not sentient, whatever you're taking that to be, but it will be in 5 months. Is it okay to unalive it?
Well, that's never happened, so I'm not going to touch on something that
doesn't
is
matter.
scientifically possible.
It's a hypothetical that it would be wise if you engage with a hypothetical because it's supposed to test your logic.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
all.
not reality is all. So
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't have to be reality.
Yeah, I'm speaking like specifically in science, so I talk about reality, not like a outlandish thing.
You brought morals in here. You said it doesn't have any moral consideration. So this is a moral discussion. So we're talking about the value of this being. So I want you to tell me, since you value sentience so darn much, if there was a newborn that lacks sentience and does not have sentience and has never had sentience in the past, but will have sentience in the next 5 months, is it wrong or morally impermissible to kill this newborn?
Well, it's also a newborn. It's not a fetus, so it's very different situations. I don't think we. I'm not done.
Can you engage with the question?
I am. I was about to answer, but you keep cutting me off. Yeah. So I don't give the same moral consideration to a fetus and a born child. It's a completely different thing. And so no, I don't think we can just go around ending the lives of actual born human beings. A fetus is a completely different thing.
We're not talking
Sentience or not. Sentience or not. Sentience or not. They are completely two different things.
No, they're not. We're still talking about your principle here, which is sentience. Okay? So if you don't value sentience and you value a being born, then I don't know why in the world you're bringing up sentience in this conversation. Because
We're
apparently
talking about fetuses. That's why I said it doesn't matter.
Sentience grants moral consideration.
Yeah, so I brought up sentience because we're talking about fetuses, not born children. We're talking about abortions, and no one has abortions on born children.
I really don't care. I asked you a question and you're refusing to engage.
I answered it. I said I don't. I did.
No, you scooted around the question.
No.
And you gave me some sort of semantical thing to work with. It's just word salad, and it doesn't address the actual point at hand.
I did address your question. I said I don't give the same moral consideration to a fetus and a born child.
There's no moral distinction between the two.
There is. A born child is a born child completely separate from the mother's womb. A fetus is a non-sentient being, always non-sentient. There's no maybe. It is an always non-sentient being. At least always, really around 24 weeks, that's when sentience forms. So anywhere usually before 20 weeks, that is a non-sentient being. It's a completely different thing than a born child.
Yeah, and this born child is a non-sentient being, but will be sentient in 5 months.
Yep.
So I don't understand why you can't kill this child.
All right. So people in comas, can we just unalive them because they don't have sentience?
This is your argument.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one valuing sentience.
Yes.
I don't value sentience.
Yeah. We're talking about abortions though, not born.
No,
people.
we're talking about the morals and ethics of the action of abortion and the value of a human being. Okay? That's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about the difference of a child outside of utero and a child inside of utero. If you think that there's a difference, and it's up to you to provide that moral distinction. But at the moment, in this hypothetical, there is no moral distinction because both individuals lack sentience. And you're saying in one instance, the mother can sacrifice her child, but in the other instance, she can't. So that's an inconsistent argumentation and it's fallacious.
Because it is completely different situations. And again, like I said, that doesn't happen. It is a completely, imaginary. It's an imaginary situation. It's an imaginary situation.
It doesn't matter if it's imaginary. Do you understand that there are beings born that are incapable of sentience? What you listed as sentience?
Yeah, and
there are disabled people who wouldn't fit your definition of moral consideration, and we could kill them. This would include disabled individuals.
That doesn't include disabled individuals. Name one person.
They don't have a higher level.
Abby, do you know what a hypothetical, like the purpose of using a hypothetical in arguments is?
Yeah, I understand that she's trying to test my logic and my argument, but it's not a good test when it's a literal thing that will never happen.
Wait, you don't think
oh my gosh, then you don't understand the point of a hypothetical.
I literally just said I did.
Wait, hello, who's talking? Wait, Jelly, you gave her the coma baby reductio?
Yeah.
It's like a
but with sentience, yeah. Look, she gave birth, her newborn never had sentience, is not sentient in the current movement, but will have sentience in the next 5 months. And she's saying, well, there's a difference between the two, but she's not providing it. And she's saying that it wouldn't be okay to kill this, newborn that lacks sentience in this moment, but we'll have it in 5 months because there's some difference between it.
Okay, I'll give you the difference. Viability. That's the difference.
Oh no, you were doing better with the sentience.
We're talking about sentience right now. Why are you jumping around from different
I understand that. And a non-sentient fetus is non-viable, but a non-sentient child is viable. That's a difference. It's still a viable.
I don't know what viability.
Viable just means ability to have life.
No.
Yeah, it has life.
No.
It has life.
Viability is being able to sustain oneself in its own environment, which a embryo zygote fetus in a newborn can both do. So they're both viable. They're just
No,
non-sentient.
if you take a fetus out and plop it on a table, that is not a viable being. It's gonna die.
Oh my gosh! At a certain point,
If you take a newborn,
viability would mean, in the medical sense, to be independent from the mother. But when we're talking about biologically, which you claimed up here saying that you wanted to do, it's going to be about being able to survive in one's environment. You and I right now are viable on Earth. If I take you and toss you out into space, that's not your natural environment. So you are going to therefore die because you're non-viable in that environment. That's all that means.
you
Yeah,
can
babies
plop
where
a,
it's
you
supposed
can
to
put a
be.
you can put a newborn baby in a room for 3 days, and they're not going to be there for long.
Yeah.
Like that point makes no sense to me because a
Abby,
newborn cannot survive on its own no matter what. They need
all
food.
you said, Abby, was that a baby needs its mother. That's all you said. And yes, that's true.
Yeah, and a baby does need its mother, and it's
Right.
still a viable being. Yes,
Yeah,
you
it
get
doesn't need its
feed
mother
and
to off it.
change
It doesn't need it doesn't need the mom to off it just for selfish reasons. It doesn't need that.
Yeah, well, a baby is not a fetus. So.
A bit what?
Fetus actually means offspring in Latin, and I'm pretty sure we all speak
Wow.
English here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even like matter.
Directly translate.
We're
to
talking about a
yeah.
human being here,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
think it's okay. You think it's okay to kill this child because it lacks sentience. I want to know why we can't kill a child outside of the womb who lacks sentience. Can you provide me with a distinction there?
Well, I mean, technically, if it doesn't really have sentience, it's not really
Ooh,
there.
so bigoted. Oh my
so it's
god.
not really
How
there.
is
So
that
then we
bigoted?
can kill people who are born that lack sentience.
Did you know that a newborn baby, when it's freshly born, has no idea that it's out of the womb?
That's not what sentience means, though.
Yeah, Abby, do you know that your position is bigoted? Do you know? Are you aware of that? Like, it's fine if you are a
Hey, how so?
bigot, but
How so?
well, I mean, is sentient a biological trait that a human can possess? Yes or no?
Well, yes.
Okay, right. So throughout history, people have devalued human beings. Like, for example, the slaves looked at black people and said, "Oh, you know that black trait that you've got? Well, we're going to call you 3/5 human and take away your rights." And you remember Schmittler? He did that with the Jews. Remember, he said, "You know what? You guys aren't superior to the white people, so we're going to just off you." So you're doing the same thing. You're just picking sentience as the trait that you devalue human beings by, right?
Mm,
Well, hold on.
How
If
is
you
it
value-
different? How is that different? I mean, you're looking at a human trait just like
so,
the other two
yeah, so the difference
examples
is
I
that
gave. Right?
those born humans that were in slavery and the Holocaust, yeah, those were born adult and
Well,
children that were sentient.
we're just talking about human beings here. Human beings that should have equal rights, right?
Do you think, okay, human beings, do you think that dead people should have the same rights as living people?
They do actually have dignity. We can't.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
We can't
That's
just
not
put
what I
dead
asked.
people wherever we want. There's laws to protect their dignity because
That's
we
not what I
value them.
asked. That's not what I asked. I said, do you think they should have the same rights as living people?
Again, we're not. Are you comparing a fetus,
You said
which is
human.
living,
You said
to
human.
a unalive
No, you
human
said
being? Is
no.
that what you're
I'm
doing?
comparing. No, I'm not. I'm comparing.
Okay, so
alive
then why bring up dead
human.
people?
Because you said human. We're talking about human. Dead people are
Yeah,
still human.
Hum- yeah,
Humans
living,
need-
living,
I
living,
think
living,
you guys are
living human beings,
misunderstanding.
living human beings that deserve rights. Even the dead people have rights,
I'm
according
aware
to.
of that. I didn't say they
Yeah.
don't have rights. I'm saying, do you think they should have the same rights?
I think living people should have the same rights. Yes.
Wait a minute. You said human beings. Technically, it would just be the corpse of a human being. It wouldn't be human
Exactly.
being.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and even those people that aren't alive, like the fetus, have rights, more rights than you're willing to give this fetus. They have
That's-
more rights.
That's not true. I'm not out here.
It is
like,
true. You want to
advocating-
unalive it and make it just like the dead person, and we want to keep it alive.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh.
The real question to ask: you value sentience? Are you a vegan?
No.
So you value sentience, yet you contribute to the unaliving of
Yeah.
sentient beings.
Yeah. So I value sentience in humans.
Why?
Then
Because
why
I'm
is
not
being-
gonna. Because I'm not gonna. I'm gonna answer the question, Spicy.
Okay,
Yeah, so
sorry,
I'm
I
not gonna
thought you
give.
already
I'm
answered
not
the
gonna give the same moral consideration as I would a human to like a pig. It's very different. So.
Would you eat a dog?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait, you value sentience. A pig is also sentient, is it not?
Yeah, I understand that. They actually have the same like moral capacity or like mental capacity as like a 2-year-old. Actually,
A pig would have more than a newborn now. So why would you find it? Why would you find it permissible to contribute to the unaliving of pigs?
I don't contribute. I just eat them.
You said you're not a vegan.
Yeah, I'm not killing them though. I'm just eating them.
You're contributing to the killing of them.
Not really. I just eat them.
Yes, you are the man. That's the reason why they slaughtered
And
these
like I said, I'm not. Okay, so if that's the case, I will go vegan if you give animals the same exact rights that humans have. That's the deal.
This is irrelevant to my position. This is
That's
your
not.
deal.
You're trying to
Yes.
compare a human to an animal, and that's cool. We can do
Wait
that.
a minute.
No, we have a different standard,
You're
though.
misunderstanding. You're saying the reason why it's okay to kill this human is because of sentience. Just these other beings have sentience. You find it okay to kill them.
Yeah, like
so
I
why?
said, I care about sentience in humans. We're talking
Why?
about humans. We're talking about abortion. We're talking about fetuses.
Why?
We're so far from the plot. I already
Why?
explained it. I said I'm not going to give the same moral consideration to a human as I do to an
Abby,
animal.
Abby, take a breath. Take a breath.
Everybody's talking at the
I
same
don't even
time.
take a breath.
We're trying to
Why?
get specifics on why
Judge.
sentient
Wait,
behavior
wait.
matters.
Wait, hold on. Why human sentience? This is just special pleading to humans. Why human sentience?
Because humans are way far more like, what's the right word? Give me 1 second.
Wait, you think a pig? You think a newborn is more
You
intelligent
just
than a pig?
bombard me with like questions, or should I answer them?
I'm asking you, right?
You already asked me when I was trying to answer it, and then you're asking me a new one. So which question am I
Your
answering?
question was a human being is far above a pig. You think a newborn is far above a pig?
Yeah.
Can you
I think
demonstrate?
I think species wise, humans are always going to be above animals, like other animals, other species.
No, I'll give you an example. So what if this baby has terminal cancer? It's going to die before it actualizes this higher threshold. So it would not be the case. The pig would still be above the newborn.
Do you think like pigs can do math and like build houses and like
You
what do
think
you
newborns can do that too?
what do you they can have the capacity to. They have the capacity.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know who else has that capacity?
Not a fetus.
Yes, it
Wow.
does.
Okay. That's a way of devaluing
So
yourself.
wait a minute. A newborn can't actualize math. So it would have to have
They
capacity.
have the capacity to.
Yeah, what's the capacity mean? What's that mean?
Yeah. How is that capacity achieved? By the
Wait,
way.
wait. Hold on. Let her answer the question. What is capacity? What does that mean?
I'm trying to figure out how to word it in a acceptable way.
You mean in a way where it doesn't hurt your position.
No, that's not. I'm just not trying to talk out of my ass and be disingenuous.
What you're trying to say is that they have the possibility to
No,
build
capacity,
houses and do
capacity
math.
is still the right word. It's not really the wrong word. It's just
No,
like
I'm not saying it's the wrong word. I'm saying that's how you're using
Yeah, sure.
capacity. Is
Yeah.
saying that they have the possibility to do that, but so does
but
a fetus.
possibility is meaning in like a, you know what, sure, we'll just go with possibility. They do have the possibility to. Capacity means it's something you can do. That's all.
They can't do math.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. Do you want to know
Wait,
what the
no.
dictionary definition is?
Yeah, I actually have it pulled up.
Do you
It's
know-
the
do you know what it
maximum-
means?
Yeah, I actually
Do you
have
know
it
what it
pulled
means?
up. I actually have it pulled up. The maximum,
Abby.
one of the first
Abby,
definitions
the
is the maximum amount of
definition.
something
The
can contain.
definition
I
means
just read it out.
capacity.
Yes, I literally
So
just
guess
read it.
what? Guess what DNA has? The capacity. That's how you get your higher rationale.
What does DNA have to do with what we're
It
talking
says the
about?
maximum. Wait a minute. Hello. It says the maximum amount. So the
I
maximum
literally
amount.
just read that out.
Wait,
That's
yes.
another definition.
Wait, hold on. The maximum amount this being could achieve is this in the future, right? It can't actualize this in the moment. A newborn can't actualize
Yeah,
math.
this is common sense, guys.
Yeah. So it would
You
also
didn't even
have
get it
this-
until you're 30.
It would also have this capacity from conception.
Yeah, because your full capacity of your brain isn't achieved until you're 25 to 30.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So
we're
it's not-
speaking
so it's
common
not
sense.
the actualization. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait. So there's one thing that separates humans from animals, right? This one characteristic, this specific human can't actualize. So you value the capacity of this, which is the maximum amount. This capacity also applies to conception.
It doesn't.
It does.
It does. How do you think you get your higher rationale? What two genes are fused together that give you your higher rationale,
It just
that
doesn't.
separate you from the animal kingdom? Do you know?
You're
Do
talking
you,
about,
do you know what the two fused genes are that give you your higher rationale that separate you from the animal kingdom?
No.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you?
yeah,
Do you?
I do.
Okay,
I
say
do.
it. I would love to learn, so let me know.
Well, there's the gene 2, right? So that's the first one,
Gene
right?
2?
Uh-huh.
So if I look up gene 2, that's going to come up.
Yeah, here, let me go get the 2 genes that are actually fused together.
Okay, so I just looked
I'll
it
put
up
them in
and
the
gene
comments.
two-
You
yeah,
can
gene
go
2
look
does
that
not
up.
exist. So why are you asking me something that you don't know either?
Well, there's actually 2 genes that give us our higher rationale. I can give you the specifics, and you can go educate
so
yourself.
you're trying to
Okay.
make me look not smart, and you
I'm
don't
not.
know.
I'm not your.
That's a little bit funny to me.
I didn't pay for your education. You can go and do your own research. I'm not your secretary,
no, no.
but I'll give you the 2 genes.
What are the
Yeah, let me give you the
genes-
actual scientific names.
What are the
Hold on.
genes that fuse to cause sentience? I have my laptop right in front of me. Yeah, so get ready. There is no gene fusion known to cause sentience in humans or tumors. The idea of a sentient blah 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 blah. Yeah, it doesn't exist. You're just wrong. Actually, if you want the real answer, and this is pretty much common sense, sentience is like not scientifically like explained. We have no idea why humans are able
I
to have
gave
the
you the
capacity
2
to do
gene
things.
names. They're COMT and APOE. You can actually look them up. They are the 2
COMT and
genes
what?
that give us our higher rationale, and they're at
COMT and
conception.
what? COMT and what?
I literally put them in the comments. Just copy and paste in Google and go learn something.
Yeah, yeah. I have my laptop in front of me. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, go look them up.
I looked it up.
And guess where they reside?
So
At
this has
conception.
nothing to do. This has nothing to do with sentience. It says it influences.
has everything to
no,
do with it.
listen. It literally says the APOE and COMT genes interact, influencing cognitive and motor functions, particularly in older adults. It is the known risk factor for Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah,
What are
it's
you
the
talking
main
about?
thing that
Motor
gives you your higher
functions-
rationale.
Motor functions are not related to.
And when you
sentience.
when you start losing it, you lose your higher rationale. That's why people with dementia don't have higher
Sentience-
rationale at some point.
Sentience and motor functions are not from the same thing.
But cognition, which you also said and ignored, is.
I didn't. I said it out loud.
I know you said it out loud, but then you
Sentience
further
is-
proceeded to ignore it because all you wanted to focus on is motor skills. But here's the thing: is cognition is what makes higher rationale, and what higher action rationale makes sentience.
No.
Yeah, it's
not.
specifically
Sentience is
responsible
not-
for
no,
your higher
no,
cognition.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Sentience is not.
It's literally
no.
the 2
Sentience
genes.
is.
Oh my god!
Sentience is not
You
proved
don't
by
even, and
science.
here you are. You just found out about it, and here you are arguing against it, like you know.
Because
You
I
really
already
don't
knew
know.
that sentience is not scientifically proven yet, and we only know that it comes around
Sentience
24
isn't
weeks.
science. What?
The reasoning behind why we are able to have such like.
We actually do
Good-
know. I just gave you the 2 genes for higher
I
cognitive
just
ability.
proved you wrong. That doesn't. That's
It
not
does.
what that means.
How would you
Oh my
define
god!
sentience,
I think you need to go learn a little bit more about that.
I already
before you
defined. I
embarrass
already defined
yourself.
sentience when I joined this conversation.
Okay,
So
go
did you
ahead and
miss it?
go ahead and do it again.
The ability to perceive or feel things.
Yeah, so when it comes to higher thinking, cognition, you're not able to interpret those feelings that you have without cognition, correct?
Otherwise, you'd just be the animals that you said aren't equal to us, right?
What about patients with SEPA though? They can't feel or perceive pain.
Right. So it has nothing to do with that. I was talking
They're
about
talking
higher
emotionally.
cognitive
They're not
ability.
talking about. They're not talking about pain. They're not talking about physical pain. Sentience is not physical pain.
Wait, yes it is. It's
No,
a
it's
subjective
not.
experience.
Oh my
with
gosh.
perception and
I think
sensation.
you guys actually might just be
No,
stupid. You're just
no.
like
You
denying.
need to take a break and take a chill and stop being rude. None of us have demeaned your character. None of us have called you a stupid or a moron or any of that stuff. If you like me to, I can, but that's not the type of person I am. So just sit there and listen for a moment. I want to know, first of all, which do you value more, sentience or being born? The second thing is sentience has everything to do with being able to feel sensation and react to stimuli. So a patient with SEPA cannot feel or perceive this pain. They do not know what's happening to them or any type of sensation. It doesn't even have to be pain. So can we kill them?
Yeah, so I have my answer to that. First of all, cognitive or cognition, whatever, it just literally just means that you can acquire knowledge and understanding through thought, experiences, and senses. That does not, it relates to sentience, sure, but
Abby.
it's not like, hold on. Don't interrupt me because I'm going to be respectful if you are. Let me answer her question.
Great. And let me know when you land your plane, okay?
I will. When I stop talking, that's how you'll know. So that's what cognitive means. Cognitive and sentience, they go hand in hand, sure, but cognition is not the direct cause of sentience. Sentience is the cause of cognition. I'm not done.
I don't care about your cognitive. Wait, Abby. No, that's not what I'm asking.
Answer your question now. I was going to answer your question
Abby,
now.
please. This is relevant.
Your other question now.
Please, I'm trying to clarify. You're addressing the cognitive stuff from Riley and Judge. I'm not addressing that. You can have it whether or not it doesn't or doesn't correlate. That's sure. I don't care about that. I want to know which do you value more, the other two questions that I asked you. Is that okay? I didn't mean to interrupt you just to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I was literally going to that. And yeah, I value sentience more, which I said at the beginning.
Okay, so then you being able to answer my question, my hypothetical before, and you not really wanting to engage in it or saying that there's going to be a difference somehow because they're born, I would need a different answer then if you're valuing sentience more over being born.
Wait, you just admitted that you value sentience more, so this would value...
Yes.
Yeah, I said that at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out.
No, I was talking to the dude.
Wait, if you value sentience more, I asked you, why is it permissible to unalive animals that are also sentient?
And I answered that multiple times. Like,
yeah,
we went
she
through that
differentiated
multiple
it.
times.
She differentiated, saying that it was higher rationale. And then I asked her, how does human beings get higher rationale? How do they get it to differentiate themselves from animals?
That's why I said
That's why I brought up the two genes.
Yep. And this is where we go back to where I said that it's not scientifically explained because we don't know why we are more. Oh my God!
It's a scientific fact.
Can I get a sentence out?
Abby, because you were lying.
You can give genes that also you're wrong about that, but you can say that
I am not wrong.
I'm not done though. That's the
Give
funny
me
thing.
evidence that I'm wrong on the
Wait, Judge,
I
this
did.
question, let's just drop this. This is not relevant to where it comes from. The point is, if you value sentience, right, these beings that also have sentience should be protected. Your answer was not satisfying enough because I told you the newborn does not actualize this
Yeah, but that's
higher
not what sentience.
rational-
But that's not what sentience means. It doesn't mean higher rationale. I said we have a higher rationale than other animals.
Yes, but the thing I'm asking you, that's the one thing that separates. I asked you, why is it okay to eat animals, but
And I
it's not
answered.
okay to unalive humans?
I'm not answering
right?
it again. I've answered you 3 times on that. I'm not answering.
You're
you
not
again.
going to address this contradiction. You don't care about sentience.
I didn't contradict myself. I answered you 3
Yes.
times, and I think if anyone else on this panel is genuine, they would agree with me that I did answer that 3 times.
You just said higher rationale.
No.
That's all.
No, I said that.
That's the differentiator.
She only values it in humans. That's all. That's what she said.
Yes, I asked you. Let me say it again. I asked. Wait, Jared. Wait. I asked you, why do you only value sentience in humans and not other animals? And you named these characteristics because humans are more sentient. Then I asked you, right? A newborn is not smarter or more sentient than a pig, an adult pig, right? And I also gave you a hypothetical that we knew that this child was going to die before actualizing this sentience. I mean, this higher rationale, right? Would it be permissible to unalive this being? Since this being has less sentience than this adult pig. So if you did value sentience, you would value it in all these beings.
And I addressed that as well. Would you like me to repeat?
Yeah.
Or did you forget? Okay, cool. I said that I'm not going to give, and let me get my whole point out. I said I'm not going to give the same moral consideration from as I do a human as I do a other animal, because humans overall, not just newborns, not just adults, not just children, overall are way more, they have way more higher rationale than other animals, and I'm not going to give them the same moral consideration or rights or treatment, anything like that. Am I going to look at a human and say, sit?
Yeah, but host, you want to avoid my point, but my point destroys her because the only way you could achieve it.
Wait, we're missing something, right? So if you value,
you brought me up here, so hold on one sec. Humans overall are a sentient species, so by default they win. They meet your qualifier. You said humans overall are rational. Humans overall are sentient. Therefore, all humans meet your qualifier.
Yes. He said
Yeah, that's
overall,
what we're
so
trying to
does
say.
but does it mean every single human, but humans as a whole? So if
Yeah.
newborns
so
don't
you just
eat that, or
defeated your whole entire point. Oh, sorry. You just defeated your whole entire argument.
yeah, so humans
did?
overall. Right? Well,
Yeah,
humans
humans
overall.
overall are a sentient species, just like human overall have rationale. Humans overall have a sentient species. You just defeated your entire point. So congratulations, humans overall. All humans meet the qualifiers.
Yeah, fetuses are not sentient.
Fetuses are humans,
Here's
are they
the
not?
thing. Here's the yeah. I was gonna say, what species is in a pregnant woman's stomach?
Okay, let me just say people then. I'll concede on that, and I'll say people, not just
Yeah, what
humans.
species are people?
Still,
One
it's
at a
still
time.
person.
One at a time.
What?
It's still a person. I don't care what you want to say it. It's still a person. A person is a human being
No,
regarded as
it's
an
not. It's
individual.
not. No. It's not a person. It's a human. It's not a
Yeah,
person.
it's a
What,
human.
wait, guys, one at a time. What
person is
makes
defined
it?
as a person is defined as a human being regarded as an individual, so therefore it's still a person.
Yeah, define being.
Entity.
Entity. Define it.
Define entity.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to define entity. To be honest, not even a front.
It meets your qualifier.
Use your laptop that's in front of you.
You want the definition?
That's what he asked for. Yeah, define it. That means the definition.
I don't. Why am I defining it when I never brought up entity? I'm confused. Why is that
Okay, but
on?
here's the thing, honey, is that you said that people were your qualifier if they were people. So what species are people?
I already said. I'm not repeating myself.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing: is you're wrong. Humans is what they are, and what
Yep,
species
I
is
said
in
that.
a pregnant woman's? No, that's actually the species of people.
I said that.
Yeah, I know you did, but you're still not getting the point.
I
Is
am
that
getting your point. You're
fetuses?
just still wrong.
No, you're the one who's wrong.
They're non-sentient.
Fetuses. Okay, stop while I'm talking. Fetuses are also humans. Human
No
beings,
shit.
actually. Oh, they're not?
I said no shit. Actually, is what I said.
Yeah. So why are you not giving them the same qualifier?
Because they're not sentient.
Who cares if they're sentient?
I do. That's
Sentient
my.
is a characteristic of life.
That's my argument.
Wait, guys, wait. It doesn't matter because you still find it permissible to kill other sentient beings, so you don't care about it.
Is this a veganism debate or an abortion debate? Because, like I said, if you go ahead and give all animals, every single right that humans have, I will go vegan right now.
Wait a minute, but the reason why it's wrong. Wait. The reason why you find it impermissible to unalive a human is because of sentience. Other animals have this qualifier.
Because I value human sentience. That's
Why?
I'm not talking about veganism anymore. I'm not doing it.
Why?
I'm talking about abortion.
Yes, your position has a contradiction.
That's great. I still don't care. I'm so
Wait. Your position has that means you're irrational. Wait a minute. If your position has a contradiction, you choose to believe that means you're irrational.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
nobody
great.
should trust you.
Honestly,
Nobody should believe you.
That's really great. Like I said, I'm still pro-choice. I talk about humans. I'm not talking about veganism.
That means you're
Yeah.
irrational. No,
nobody
guys,
should,
wait,
nobody
no,
should listen to that person.
No, wait. Everybody's talking at the same time. Sorry. That means you're irrational. I don't need to listen to you. You choose to believe something that is illogical. I don't need to listen to you. Your logic violates your arguments, violates one of the three laws of logic, right? It is wrong to unalive this being because of sentience. Yet, I am fine with contributing to the killing of other sentient beings. This is a contradiction. And you said it's a contradiction, so to be pro-choice. That makes you irrational. You believe in a position that is illogical, which makes you irrational. There's no point in listening to you. The second you said that, it was over. You're irrational person. Jared, okay, guys. You guys kept talking over each other. That's why. That's why I had to drop you, Jared. I didn't drop you. Because the reason why is because you're missing key points of her arguments. The second she said she wasn't a vegan, already defeated her position. You don't care about sentience. And Jelly literally asked her, do you care about sentience more or birth? She said sentience. If you cared about sentience, right, all beings with this qualifier should be protected. You never set a threshold of sentience, right? Because a pig is more sentient than a newborn. So it's irrelevant. That's a contradiction. Yes. You admitted to contradicting. You admitted to your contradiction, and you still said I'm pro-choice. That makes you irrational. You know your position has a contradiction, and you still believe it. It makes you irrational. Just come up with a
Is
different argument. No, she's not.
I mean, the thing is too is like you can affirm vegan ethics, right, and still eat meat. Like the same way that like you can be pro-choice and not have an abortion.
Yes.
Like you can do like that doesn't contradict. It doesn't contradict your stance to say, yeah, I affirm vegan ethics, but like I don't eat, but I still eat meat. Like you can do that.
Yes. I don't know what creature that is, but
Well, I can tell you her mother would not even think about aborting her, so.
Jared, I didn't want to. I'm sorry, Jared, but like we can't just ignore these key elements, right? This is like you could just drop the sentience if you don't care about it. Like that's frustrating that people claim to care about this characteristic, yet you literally contribute to the unaliving of animals that are sentient and more sentient than some humans.
Well, that and like philosophically, personhood's not necessarily tied to being a human. Like I don't like how long have we been on this app? Like we all know this. We've talked to people that like hold this view all the time.
Yes.
It would be bad faith to like put her in a position to like commit to your definition of like what a person is.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say anything about person. I didn't say anything about person.
I was talking about her. I was talking about her.
I would need the arguments that sentience makes you a person. So if sentience makes you a person, then a rat by your definition would be a person. And what is the argument that sentience makes a being a person?
Yeah, like most of the people that I've debated like with sentience, right? It's not necessarily about sentience, right? It's about having a mind. Is like what's going to make you a person. This is why they like would give. This is why they're going to be like. This is why they would value the sentience.
I see.
And they would say that like you can't harm something that doesn't have a mind.
I see. Still, I mean, animals would still have a mind, so still finds it okay to unalive them.
No, Abby, sentience isn't a mind, right? Sentience is just a subjective experience, but it takes a mind to have the subjective experience.
She's just gonna keep going off in the comments for the rest of the live.
And then you also have to be able to
leave her there. I don't need to listen to irrational people. I told you your argument. I told you your argument. I told you your argument has a contradiction. You refuse to address this contradiction. You still believe it. That makes you irrational. I don't need to listen to irrational people.
And then if you're going to go with mind, right, then you also have to tell me what a mind is and protect. Like, dude, like this is your live, bro. Like if you tell us to shut the fuck up and interrupt us, bro, that's your life, bro.
The only reason why I did that is like because we were missing very, very key elements of. I mean, I already knew the second she said he wasn't a vegan. I don't really need to listen to the argument anymore.
Yeah, I don't care what you have to say, right? Like if you interrupt us and you say something stupid and outlandish, like it's your life, bro. Like do your thing, dude.
All right, does anybody want to take the next opposition? Because it's getting a little bit out of hand. Anyone want to volunteer?
To take it?
Yes.
Oh, I would love to.
All right, John, you can get the next one, and then Jellyfish, the crash out, can get the next one after that.
Oh, I love her crash outs.
If anybody gives up, I'll take over.
All right. Yeah, I want to be fair. I want to give everybody a chance to talk to an opposition.
If you give me one that says big words, just take it because I don't have the mental capacity for that right now.
Wait, okay. I'm sorry. Johnny is a Phil bro, so he knows. Yeah.
Oh, I got. Then I'm passing it down to Johnny.
I'm not a Phil bro.
Yeah, you were.
The thing about Phil bro, right, is like I can understand it pretty well. I just can't speak it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just give the Philbros to Judge. He seems to aggravate them a lot.
I love it.
It's so fun.
I certainly do. I really do.
And I love that you tick them off, but also like deconstruct their argument to the point where it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. When they start like going into what's the definition of the word the, or they come up with these ridiculous hypotheticals that aren't even analogous to pregnancy, I always say, Batman comes in and rescues the day. That's how I.
So it's nice to have Judge around. Oh my
saves everybody. There you go.
Always nice to have Judge in.
Hey, I was at Disneyland yesterday. I was hanging out with Josh Brolin. Talk about
Really?
weird run-in. I was in the back of the Haunted Mansion showing my guests some of the things I did in the Pet Cemetery with some designs I did, and he was standing there, and I didn't even recognize him. I'm like, wait a second, aren't you a Goonie? He's like, yeah, I gotta go.
Do you work at Disneyland?
Oh no, I am a former Imagineer, and now they're one of their top Disney fine artists. So.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And I do the ghost host voice occasionally for the park.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I made some games with them. Like Disney's Atlantis. Art directed that years ago.
I'm gonna ask you a question, right? And there's only one right answer to this.
Oh shit! What?
Yep. What is Josh Brolin's best movie?
Goonies, of course. Come on, Goonies. Nothing beats Goonies.
Nope. That's wrong, Judge.
Are you gonna say Men in Black? Because I'm gonna have to leave, dude.
Nope. I'm gonna say No Country for Old Men.
Well, you got me there. That's pretty close. I'd agree with you on that. That was a damn good movie.
That movie is that's like probably like one of my top 10 of films, honestly.
I must admit the bad guy was creepy as hell in that film. With his little cow puncher. Like that was beyond.
Such a good actor, dude.
Yeah. Well, you got to admit though, his depiction of what's his face, where he was the younger version in Men in Black, that was pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I want to go when they have Johnny Depp there, so let me know.
Johnny, I actually know Johnny. I know his business manager. I've been to his studio, his private studio.
Oh my gosh.
He wasn't there at the time, but I can tell you the few interactions I've had with Johnny, and I've talked to him about the Disney stuff, he is not coming back, just to be clear.
Dang it, dude. It's all the
It's
Amber Heard
never-
stuff.
No amount of money will make him sell his soul back to Disney. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
I want to meet him. He's so cool.
He is cool, and actually, behind the scenes, super, super sweet, kind, gentle.
He seems like it, and that's why the whole
Super cool.
defamation trial made me so mad.
It was hard to watch because I
Yeah.
do know him personally, and I know him behind the scenes, and the guy is an angel to his fans. He's the
He's
kindest,
so
sweetest
sweet.
person. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, so he's just been in my life since I was a small child, which, I'm 18, but
Well,
that's a long time for me.
my friend Anthony Michael Hall, who was my best man at my wedding, was just reunited with Tim Burton on Wednesday, but I asked him
Aw.
about it, and he said, unfortunately, Tim wasn't on the set when he was shooting, so he didn't get to actually work with Tim again, even though he was in the Edward Scissorhands movie. But
Okay.
yeah.
That was the
Man,
best
you know
night of your
all
wedding.
these people. Like, what the heck?
Well,
Where's my hookups,
my
man?
father was the personal assistant to the owner of the Lakers in the Forum. So when I was for like 16 years, I saw everybody came through the Forum. So like Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen, Emilio
Oh.
Estevez. I knew them all. I knew all these people. Yeah.
I would die.
Emilio Estevez.
Honestly, most of the people that I saw.
Yes, the real name is Estevez. Yes.
I hate to say it, but most of them were just derelict, and their money did not buy their happiness, and I felt bad for most of these people.
Yeah, no,
Because I saw
I
them behind the
believe it.
scenes. I mean, they were really miserable people.
That's okay. Their money can buy me happiness if they give it to me.
And that's why they had so many friends. That
Their money
when the
couldn't
money
pay
ran
my
out,
rent that I can
Yeah.
barely afford to pay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why I'm friends with Michael, like Anthony and Michael Hall. Like he was around the Downey Juniors and stuff. And look,
Oh.
I mean, Downey came to his son's baby shower that I was at. He just showed up, and I'm like, hey, why didn't you help my friend Michael when you were in that Iron Man movie? He could have really used your help. And
Guilt trip him.
he didn't like that, but yeah,
He
But
seems like a funny person.
we saved him. We saved him from those people. My father and I saved him from that group of people that were just running them into the ground with the schmugs and all the other bad behavior.
All right, I'm going to restart. I'm going to keep the order as you guys requested to take the opposition. So being Riley, Johnny, and then Spicy. I'm going to restart real quick because we're not getting any traction. Hello, Chicken Crazy. All right, I'm going to restart in 3, 2, 1.